The respiratory system, a marvel of intricate design and profound efficiency in the gateway to life itself. From the first breath we take as newborns to the countless inhalations and exhalations that sustain us throughout our journey. The respiratory system serves as a constant companion, silently working to fuel our existence within its delicate network of organs and pathways. A symphony of process unfolds, engaging life-giving oxygen for the release of carbon dioxide, a dance that sustains every cell within us. Join us on this journey through the wonders of the respiratory system as we uncover the profound interplay between the breath and life, unlocking the mysteries that lie within every inhale and exhale. Together, we shall come to appreciate the sacred dance of respiration, recognizing the breath as the vital thread that unites us in the symphony of existence. With me is my sister in Christ, Leizel Jacobson, a licensed respiratory therapist who will give us a wealth of information regarding respiratory therapy. Whether you're approaching Medicare eligibility or seeking to optimize your current coverage, understanding the difference between these two options can pave the way to better health and financial security. So, sit back and relax and get ready to enrich your understanding of health coverage. It's time to uncover the secrets of Medicare Advantage and Medigap plans. And for my Q&A, I will answer questions about Medicare Advantage and Medigap. So, for my Healthy Senior segment, I found a video that suggests top 10 foods you can add to your diet. So, no matter what state are you from or what work you've done, you must transition to Medicare at a certain point in your life. MariaCares has a mission to bring Medicare information right to your home. I'm your host, Maria Garcia, a licensed sales agent, always available to assist you with your Medicare and other senior concerns. We are broadcasting in the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, a place you would want to be in, especially when you retire. So, come on, let's join hands to a better health.
Are you passionate about making a difference in lives of seniors? Join our team and be part of something meaningful. We specialize in providing health insurance to seniors and individuals on disabilities. Our mission is to improve lives and ensure access to quality healthcare needs. When you join our team, you open the door to endless opportunities for personal and professional growth, with a possibility of making six-figure income annually. We believe in investing in our employees and helping them reach their full potential. At our organization, we foster a supportive work environment and a collaborative culture. We believe in teamwork and value the contributions of every individual and give all the support necessary for you to achieve your goal. Ready to start your journey with us? Contact Maria Garcia at 310-926-4229 to learn more about the exciting opportunities waiting for you. Your age is not an issue, your compassion is what counts. Call or text Maria Garcia at 310-926-4229 for current job openings and take the first step towards joining our team. Remember, possibilities are endless when you join our team.
Welcome to Secure Your Loved Ones. We will show you how a final expense policy can provide financial security for your family. With a final expense policy, you can have peace of mind knowing that no medical exam is required, regardless of your age, illness, medical history, or incarceration. In addition, our final expense policy includes a free accident benefit rider that doubles the policy amount in case of accidental death. We understand the importance of honoring your loved ones without breaking the bank. That's why our final expense policy includes funeral negotiators who work to get you the lowest costs possible. Not only that, but you'll also enjoy a 30 to 80% discount on funeral merchandise, including a casket with a locked-in price of $2,000. Secure your family's future by choosing a final expense policy. Don't leave them burdened with huge unpredictable expenses during a difficult time. Call Maria Garcia at 310-926-4229 to learn more about how a final expense policy can provide financial security for your loved ones.
Today is truly special as we have a distinguished guest joining us, Leizel Jacobson, a licensed respiratory therapist who has dedicated her career to improving respiratory health. As addressing the lungs is very important, where Medicare Advantage had included in their chronic special needs plan. Get ready for an engaging conversation that will inspire you to take control of your well-being. Let's welcome another sister in Christ, Leizel Jacobson. Sis, welcome to MariaCares.
Hi, thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure, sis. Yeah, please introduce yourself, and then we will discuss the importance, our important topic about respiratory therapy.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Again, my name is Leizel Jacobson. I have been a respiratory therapist for 10 years now.
Oh,
actually celebrated my 10th year last month.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have been very active advocate for the local community here, not just for respiratory therapy, but also as a member of the community in general.
Yes,
so respiratory therapy has been my specialty. It's been my mission. And I'm very, it's a blessing to be here, to be able to share that with you guys today.
Amen. So sis, let's start with, how do you assess and evaluate a patient's respiratory function?
Okay, so for respiratory assessment, it always has to begin with a detailed patient history. We ask about previous respiratory illness, chronic respiratory conditions, and cardiovascular health. So anything that has to do with their heart, what they're feeling, if the patient has an infection, or if they're suffering any kind of respiratory distress, we need to get as many details as possible about the patient. Okay. Mm-hmm. Then at the same time, we observe how the patient is breathing. If they're short of breath, if they look pale, blue lips is always a sign of low oxygen. And then we check the rate of their breaths. We listen to their lungs as they breathe, and that's with the use of a stethoscope. We also do a tapping or percussion, which is we try to feel like how, what the part on behind their back or on the top of their chest, if there's any air trapped in their lungs. And then also we look for abnormalities in the shape of the patient's chest. So for example, like somebody just got into an accident and you watch them breathe and only one chest is rising, right?
Oh.
So you know they have a collapse
yeah.
lungs on the other side. So those are the things we check for. We also check for shortness of breath. We labored breathing meaning like,
Yeah.
you know, like they're fast breathing,
Yeah.
or even shallow breathing. We also do, you know, in coordination with the nurse, we also check for their pulse and also their blood pressure, because if they're losing a lot of blood, naturally the pulse will be slow and you can't, you know, feel it. So when and of course the most important thing is we assess for the oxygen saturation. So anything that's below 90%, the patient most likely needs oxygen. And that's with the use of a pulse oximeter.
Oh, I see. I noticed you mentioned that it's also the heart, because the heart also affects the breathing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's just like all the factors that affects the lungs or the breathing, or
Yeah,
which one?
all the factors that affects the person's breathing and also their heart, because you know they're kind of like right next to each other.
Oh,
So your
yeah.
heart is the pump, right? Your heart is the one that supplies the blood in your body.
Yeah.
And the blood carries the oxygen for the body. So without the lungs functioning correctly, then it won't be able to bring in that oxygen for the blood to carry, for the heart to pump, and for to feed all the parts of your body. So it all kind of like all connected.
Oh, that's good information. See, folks,
Yes.
yeah, you will not hear this from somebody else, because they're all busy. I mean,
Yes.
it's just like, okay, next patient.
Next patient.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you understand, and everybody that goes through medical school, we're all taught the same way. So we all study all the different systems in our body and how it affects each other. So and so anyone that you come across with, especially a nurse or of course a doctor, pulmonologist, if you ask them like, how is it all related, then you know they can simply just explain to you how I explained to you guys how everything's related. And that's how they make their decisions on how to, you know, how to take care of you and how to develop a treatment plan to make you better.
That's good information, sis. So, I mean, what conditions can cause a person to require respiratory therapy?
Okay, so good question. So we started with the heart, right? So any conditions that affect the heart, you're gonna require respiratory therapy, because again, the heart is your pump and the blood contains the oxygen, and therefore you need to make sure that your lungs is fully functioning, so that way you can have that oxygen in the blood. So heart failure, of course, heart disease, heart failure. So heart disease could be like high cholesterol, you know,
Most of the aging
high blood
people,
pressure,
yeah.
you know. So, and heart failure would be like it would be like it's like the worst case that the person could feel with the heart malfunctioning. So this is the part where the heart is unable to pump blood enough, blood to supply the body adequately.
I see.
Right?
Oh, yeah, it's true.
And then the third one is what we call COPD. So this is very big in very big in the community. It's COPD stands for chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. So chronic, long term, right? So chronic, it means it's been developed throughout the years of a person's life. Obstructive meaning like it's blocking your airway somehow, and it's irreversible. Okay, so a lot of people suffer from this. Some people are born with it. Like if you have cystic fibrosis, then it's like genetic, wherein your lungs just develop super like a lot of phlegm. It thinks like there's always some kind of bacteria attacking the lungs, so it overproduces phlegm. And so then that person who has that illness, then they always have to constantly make sure that that phlegm gets out of their body so they can breathe properly. So that's one of them.
Yeah, but that's common to people who smokes, right?
Yes. Well,
That's
no,
why.
cystic fibrosis is genetic.
Oh, genetic.
Yeah, it's
but
genetic.
which one? But like the COPD
Yeah,
is like.
so COPD is like it's like an umbrella to all of these sickness. So cystic fibrosis is part of a COPD. So cystic fibrosis will be a chronic obstructive illness. So chronic meaning long-term obstructive, long-term blocking your airway illness, right? So emphysema maybe is the one that you're talking about.
Yeah.
So emphysema is the one that you develop if you're a smoker or or any kind of trauma that you do to your lungs. Sometimes emphysema is the result of that. Then you also have asthma. So asthma is not just for adults, also for young kids. And asthma is it's an allergy attack over something over grass. I know a person that's allergic to grass, and they start wheezing and they start feeling like something, like they can't breathe. So asthma is another form of COPD. And then, then of course you also have the COVID-19, which we just experienced.
It's also a lung problem.
It's a lung problem. And back when we first had the breakout in 2019, it was very tragic because nobody knew how to deal with the COVID-19 illness, right?
Yeah.
But one thing for sure, if it wasn't for the respiratory therapists in the field, and I'm sure it would have been a lot worse, but it was a true test of humanity's, I think, people's limitations, I guess you can say. And but it was an experience where completely changed a lot of in the medicine field, technology, everything, because it's something that nobody was prepared for.
Yeah.
But now we're like, at least we were forced to, to take care of it and to also think out of the box. So there was a lot of treatments that were performed that was totally out of the box type of treatment that worked. So now we have these things in place. So back then, respiratory therapists were you only see them inside the hospital, or you only see them working for a DME company. Now it opened up, respiratory therapists can do telehealth, we can go to homes now, because we are the ones that can take care of a person that's suffering from like lungs issues.
Yeah, I have a question about that, because they said between ventilator and oxygen. So which one is better when at the time they had COVID?
Both of them depends on what the person have, because the ventilator, the other word for ventilator is a life support. So ventilator comes from the word vent, right? So it helps the person breathe, right? And without the person breathing, then the person can't get oxygen, right? But if the effect of COVID-19 to the person is the extreme make of phlegm. So if you're full of phlegm, doesn't matter how much you're being ventilated with the ventilator, you can't get oxygen in because you're clogged, right? So the treatment doesn't just have to be just the ventilator. It can't just be the oxygen, but it has to be, a few other steps to go with it, like airway clearance, suctioning, so you can get the oxygen. So some people, they don't have that kind of effect in their lungs, where they didn't really produce too much mucus or too much phlegm, then the simple oxygen would have been fine, right? But then some people, they need both. So so it was a lot of different, again, there's no one cure for all. It's really, it has to go with whatever that person needs.
Got it.
Yeah. So the other thing too is sleep apnea. So sleep apnea, a big thing in the community also. If you snore, most likely you have sleep apnea. So sleep apnea means, apnea is like you stop breathing. Sleep when you're asleep. So, so sleep apnea is you stop breathing when you're sleeping. So it could be like something's blocking your airway, or it could be genetic where you just have a glitch in your brain and you just stop breathing for some reason, right? So respiratory therapists can help you with that, because again, it's breathing related, and with the use of machines, which is like a CPAP machine or a BiPAP machine. Another one is pneumonia. So pneumonia is like an infection of your lungs. So again, it has to do with your lungs. So you're going to require respiratory therapy for that. And then...
so, excuse me, sis, what causes pneumonia? What's the common cause of pneumonia?
Because pneumonia comes from, so you get bacteria in your lungs, right? So, and it comes, so most of the people that get the pneumonia are the ones that are, I want to say, in the hospital where they're laying on their side too long, and they develop water. They develop too much. They develop water in the outside lining of their lungs, and if you're not moving around, if you're not, you know, and you're not having that normal exchange of your gas, then it just kind of sits there, and then sometimes it develops like the bacteria. So the bacteria is the pneumonia. So if that doesn't get treated, then there's a lot of very serious complications that could go with that. So that's why when people stay in the hospital for longer than a week, they require that they get them up, you know, they roll them, you know, they position them to avoid pneumonia. And so that's why you know, the people like that, then they would have the respiratory therapy part of their treatment plan.
Okay.
So, and then, so we touched on cystic fibrosis. So that's number one thing. So that's part of the COPD.
Oh, it is.
So
Okay.
again, that's a genetic condition. And it damages the lungs and your digestive tract because of all of that phlegm that comes out, right? Then you have this severe asthma, which again is part of the COPD. So asthma is a chronic, so a long-term lung disease. And what it does is, so it's a reaction to an allergy. So your airways, when it comes in contact with something that it's allergic to, like let's say you're allergic to cats, right? And you start sneezing, some people, the reaction of their body is a lot worse, wherein they start wheezing. And the wheezing, the sound of wheezing is a sign that your airway is getting tighter. Because imagine like you're trying to breathe through a straw. Yeah. Right, and you're trying to go like that. You hear somehow a sound like a wheezing sound, right? So that is what it. If you have to compare it, that's what it feels like with your airway. So when you're getting an allergic reaction and it's asthma, what you're feeling, and it's that constricting. It's called constricting of your airway.
Oh, okay? Got it.
So those are some of the conditions that a person would need respiratory therapy.
So sis, how do you provide education and support to patients and their families regarding respiratory care?
So, okay, so for that, the success of implementing respiratory therapy plan is primarily dependent on the patients and their caregivers' knowledge of how their medication and the use of their equipment. Because respiratory therapy involves a lot of equipment. So we make sure that we do proper and thorough training on how to use the equipment and what it's for, and including the signs and symptoms to look out for while performing the therapy. So for example, if part of their therapy is oxygen, so oxygen therapy. So if you have COPD, most likely you trap air in your lungs and you don't get it out. So too much air in could hurt you, right? So if you have oxygen, if your doctor prescribed oxygen to you and you're using it, and you increase the flow of your oxygen because you feel like you can't breathe, then imagine if you increase the flow, that means there's more air getting trapped, right? And the number one sign of there's too much air going in and not going out is you start feeling lightheaded. So those are the signs and symptoms that we always make sure that the caregiver and the patient understands, okay, if you feel this, don't do this. If you feel that, do this. You know, so so that's when we know that at least when we give them all that information, then they know what to do on their own.
Okay, so those equipments, are they also used for the
Yeah, this is for the hospital. This is for the hospital. So this is called an incentive spirometer. And what it does is, it's very simple. It's just plastic. It doesn't have any mechanism on it, but this ball right here is what you, so what you do is you inhale from this, but then you get set a target amount of air. So if I say, okay, our target is 1,000 ml, so I need you to inhale from here, but keep the ball balanced in the middle.
Oh.
And then hitting that 1,000 mark. So you think it's easy. Well, it's not that easy, because when you inhale, sometimes when you inhale, the ball would just go up.
And that's
right?
wrong.
And it's wrong. So you have to like control your breathing, control your inhaling, so that way the ball stays in the middle and that you meet that 1,000 mark. And what that does, it exercises your lungs, the expansion and contraction of your lungs, and that's in a form of exercise. So you're making, it's like you're lifting weights for your arms. So this is like lifting weights for your lungs.
So is that a procedure to recuperate, or just to an exercise to be able to go back to normal?
Yeah, it's for recovery, and also for people that already are weak in their lungs and they're not able to inhale as deeply or exhale as much. This is a good tool to always kind of have that exercise, so you avoid pneumonia. So you are able to get phlegm out. Also, it helps that. And then it also just gives you enough strength to you can get as much air. So it helps with your blood also.
So do they have to do that every day, or?
Yes.
Do those?
In the hospital, mainly, like before you get discharged, and also during discharge, the doctor will usually prescribe this for them to take home as they recover, especially if they had like surgery. You know, when you have surgery, you tend to like not move, right? You've got like, oh my God, I can't move. I'm in pain. I'm this, I'm that. So everything, you restrict yourself of every movement, right? And I remember when I had my son and I had a C-section, and of course, I was in pain, but the physical therapist was there right away, like the next day, got me up, got me walking, you know, like that. Because if they don't do that, then I have a chance of developing like pneumonia, you know, and then the respiratory therapist was also there, gave me this, and I have to do, you know, like that. So it's just a form of exercise.
Oh, so even people who is not suffering from COPD or other types of illness has to do that
Yes.
Just like you said when you gave birth.
Yeah, so it's a form of exercise, respiratory.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how about this other gadget?
It's the same, just different.
It's the same.
They're just different brand, but they're the same. They function the same. So instead of a yellow ball, you have this blue ball.
Oh, I see. I didn't see that ball.
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So moving forward. So what are the common challenges you encounter when working with patients who have chronic respiratory conditions, and how do you address them?
So the most common challenge for me is patient compliance, you know, to follow instructions and directions. Unfortunately, for patients who live outside of a facility, it's very difficult to make sure that the patients are doing what they're supposed to do. So staying in constant communication plays a key role in making sure that the therapy plan is followed. So if I tell them, okay, you have to use this twice a day, you know, 5 minutes at a time, and then you teach them how to do it. Sometimes once you get out of the house, they'll be like, okay, yeah, sure, I do it later. You know, so sure, I do it later. But I had some instances where so you get to know your patient, right? So you get to know what they like, what they don't like, what they're bored, and you know, like that. So, and I had a patient that likes to watch TV. So, and he was prescribed this therapy. So I told him, like, okay, every time it's commercial, I need you to do this while you're in commercial. And you won't even feel it. Before you know it, you're done with the first round. Then now you just have to do 2 more, you know, like that. So, you know, you get them to, you know, adjust and kind of be on board with it without really doing it, then you know that you've done your job. So we do things like that.
It's just find a way how
Find
to.
a way, yes.
Yeah,
especially for
them
kids.
for compliance.
Yes.
No?
Especially for kids.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you try to make them like it's a play.
So sis, of course people want to hear this. So how do you ensure patient safety during respiratory interventions and treatments?
Okay, that's a good question because you know, safety number 1 for us is we need to know our patient's history and diagnosis. That's what safety means for us. We look out for contraindications for what medications or conditions they're already currently on. So for example, patients that are diagnosed with COPD are normally short of breath and they're pale. And because they have issues with inhaling and exhaling, right? So due to air trapping, like I said a while ago. So even though they're short of breath, giving them an extra flow of oxygen will be hurtful for them than not.
Oh, yeah.
Because remember I told you about the air trapping, so that will hurt them more.
Go slowly, have to be slowly, yeah.
Yes, yes.
So sis, how do you approach patients who may be hesitant or anxious about certain respiratory treatments or procedure?
Okay, so most of the time when we encounter patients, they're already going through some type of therapies as prescribed by their doctor. So my approach is simple. I let my patients know what the therapy is for and how it benefits them. I also give them expectations and outcomes so the patient knows exactly what to expect. I also make sure that I know my patient's background, again, history and current diagnosis, because the respiratory therapy prescribed to the patient is most of the time related and supported as part of their treatment plan.
Oh yeah, that's why they have to follow through.
Yeah, they have to follow through that. So like I said, everything kind of supports each other. So it's always good to let them know, because sometimes the patient feels, when you sense a hesitation and uncooperation is because they don't know what's going on. And sometimes it takes just an extra conversation, let them know this is what we're doing and this is why we're doing it. And I guarantee you 98% of the time, if they get it, they'll do it.
They'll do it, yeah.
Yes.
So, as we conclude this enlightening conversation with Leizel Jacobson, we're reminded that our breath is a precious gift, and prioritizing our respiratory health is a step towards a brighter future. Leizel, thank you for sharing your expertise and passion with us today. And to our viewers, remember that wellness is a journey that requires mindful choices, and programs like Medicare Advantage Chronic Special Needs Plans offer opportunities to enhance your respiratory well-being. Stay tuned for more caring discussions on Maria Cares, so we'll continue to explore the path to a healthier and more fulfilling life.
Make your realty dream a reality. Discover Nevada real estate. Explore the stunning homes in Las Vegas, Henderson, Summerlin, and other parts of Nevada. Join Maria Garcia, a licensed Las Vegas realtor, as she takes you on a home hunting journey. Finding your dream location is my vocation is her commitment to her work and her clients. With her expertise and dedication, she will help you find your dream home and guide you through the process of making your wish a reality. Explore vibrant communities. Nevada offers a wide range of vibrant communities to suit every lifestyle. From the bustling streets of Las Vegas to the serene neighborhoods of Henderson and the luxury estates of Summerlin, there's something for everyone. Prepare to be amazed by the stunning homes in Nevada that will take your breath away. From sleek modern designs to elegant traditional styles, each home is a masterpiece. Get ready to find your dream home. Contact Maria Garcia at 310-926-4229. Maria Garcia is committed to fairness and equal opportunity in real estate. She is committed in treating every client with respect and professionalism. Maria Garcia is a proud member of the Las Vegas Realtors. This logo represents her dedication to upholding the highest standards of professionalism in the industry. Homes in Las Vegas, Henderson, Summerlin, and other parts of Nevada are not only adorable, but also affordable. Contact Maria Garcia at 310-926-4229, Nevada license number S0190131, your trusted Las Vegas Realtor, and start your home hunting journey today.
So now let's go to Medicare Advantage and Medicare Supplement or the Medigap. So these are two distinct options to enhance your Medicare coverage. So we have care or the managed care. With Medicare Advantage, Medicare plans are offered by private insurance companies approved by Medicare. They combine the coverage of original Medicare's Parts A and B into a single plan. These plans often include additional benefits such as vision, dental, and prescription drug plan. Well, complementary coverage with Medigap are designed to work alongside original Medicare, Parts A and Parts B, and helps you cover some of the out-of-pocket costs that Medicare doesn't cover or pay, such as deductibles, co-payments, and co-insurance. So let's go to providers. There are network restrictions with Medicare Advantage plans. Usually have networks or healthcare providers, including doctors, hospitals, specialists, and you generally need to use providers with the plan's network for non-emergency care to get the full benefits. Emergency care is covered regardless of network, so you can go, when it's emergency, you can go anywhere. So freedom of providers, with the Medigap plan, you can typically visit any healthcare provider who accepts Medicare patients without needing to worry about network restrictions. Maximum out-of-pocket. So Medicare Advantage plans have an annual out-of-pocket maximum which limits the amount you pay for covered services each year. Yeah, for example, a Medicare Advantage plan, their HMO, is just $1,000 a year if you use it. I mean, just like if you paid $1,000 over the year, maybe in June you already finished that $1,000 copay, then you don't have to pay other out-of-pocket costs. So when it comes to maximum out-of-pocket, Medicare Advantage plans have an annual out-of-pocket maximum which limits the amount you pay for covered services each year. For example, in June with the HMO, it's $1,000. So in June you already had a copay of $1,000. Then after that, you don't have to pay. Standardized plans. Medigap plans are standardized by the federal government, meaning that the benefits for each plan, like Plan A through Plan N, are the same across different insurance companies. However, the premiums can vary state to state. Prescription coverage. Many Medicare Advantage plans include prescription drug coverage, Part D, as part of the plan, offering a convenient all-in-one solution for your healthcare needs. So with Medigap plans, do not include prescription drug coverage. If you want this coverage, you'll need to enroll in a separate Part D prescription drug plan. So plan types. There are different types of Medicare Advantage plans such as Health Maintenance Organization, HMO, Preferred Provider Organization, or PPO, and more. These options provide varying levels of flexibility and network restrictions. And of course, with Medigap, no network restrictions. Medigap plans offer the flexibility to see any healthcare provider nationwide who accepts Medicare without referrals or network limitations. So when it comes to monthly premiums, while some Medicare Advantage plans have low or even zero monthly premiums, you'll still need to pay Part B premium to Medicare, and that's standardized. So with Medigap premiums, you'll pay a separate monthly premium for your Medigap plan, in addition to your Medicare Part B premium. So in summary, Medicare Advantage plans offer all-in-one managed care option with potential added benefits, while Medigap plans provide more choices in healthcare providers and help cover some of the costs that original Medicare doesn't cover. Your choice between the two depends on factors such as healthcare needs, preferred doctors, budget, and desired level of coverage. Get ready to supercharge your diet. I found a video that reveals the top 10 foods that you can take your health to the next level, from boosting energy to supporting immunity. These nutritional powerhouses are a must to your plate. So discover the key ingredients to healthier you. Please watch it. So we go to the first question for our Medicare Q&A. So the first question is, with Medicare Advantage, are there any referral requirements to see a specialist, or I can directly access care I need? So the referral requirements to see specialists in a Medicare Advantage plan can vary based on specific type of plan you are in. Here's a breakdown of how it generally works. So HMO, or health maintenance plans, Medicare Advantage plans typically require referrals from your primary care physician, or PCP, to see a specialist. You'll need to consult your PCP first, and they determine that specialist care is necessary. They will provide you with the referral to the appropriate specialist within the plan's network. So now we go to PPO, or Preferred Provider Organization. PPO Medicare Advantage plans generally allows you to directly access specialists without needing a referral from your primary care physician. You have the flexibility to see a specialist within the plan's network, or even out of network for some plans, although out of network care may come within a higher cost. So special needs plans and other types of plans, the referral requirements for SNPs, or special needs plans, and other plan types may vary. It's important to review the plan's documentation or contact the plan provider directly to understand their specific policies regarding specialist referrals. And of course, keep in mind that while some plans may require referrals, others may allow you to see specialists without a need for referral. It's crucial to carefully review the plan's details, including any documents provided by the plan or their online resources. Well, to understand their referral policies, if seeking specific specialists is important to you, Be sure to choose a Medicare Advantage plan that aligns with your preference and healthcare needs. Always verify the plan's network and referral policies before enrolling to ensure you have access to care you require.
Make your realty dream a reality. Discover Nevada real estate. Explore the stunning homes in Las Vegas, Henderson, Summerlin, and other parts of Nevada. Join Maria Garcia, a licensed Las Vegas realtor, as she takes you on a home hunting journey. Finding your dream location is my vocation is her commitment to her work and her clients. With her expertise and dedication, she will help you find your dream home and guide you through the process of making your wish a reality. Explore vibrant communities. Nevada offers a wide range of vibrant communities to suit every lifestyle. From the bustling streets of Las Vegas to the serene neighborhoods of Henderson and the luxury estates of Summerlin, there's something for everyone. Prepare to be amazed by the stunning homes in Nevada that will take your breath away. From sleek modern designs to elegant traditional styles, each home is a masterpiece. Get ready to find your dream home. Contact Maria Garcia at 310-926-4229. Maria Garcia is committed to fairness and equal opportunity in real estate. She is committed in treating every client with respect and professionalism. Maria Garcia is a proud member of the Las Vegas Realtors. This logo represents her dedication to upholding the highest standards of professionalism in the industry. Homes in Las Vegas, Henderson, Summerlin, and other parts of Nevada are not only adorable, but also affordable. Contact Maria Garcia at 310-926-4229, Nevada license number S0190131, your trusted Las Vegas realtor, and start your home hunting journey today.
Oh, and that brings us to the end of this enlightening episode of Maria Cares. First, I would like to thank my production team whose work and dedication made this show possible. A heartfelt thank you to our incredible guest, Leizel Jacobson, for gracing us with her expertise and shedding light on the world of respiratory health. Remember, each breath we take is a precious gift, and Leizel and insights have empowered us to take charge of our respiratory well-being. Well, as we conclude, let's carry forward the wisdom we've gained today and make conscious choices that nurture our health. Well, I hope you now have a clearer understanding of these two important options of enhancing your Medicare coverage. I covered questions about Medicare Advantage and Medicare plans, and I trust that the insights shared today will help you make informed decisions about your healthcare needs. Remember, Whether you're seeking the comprehensive coverage of Medigap or the added benefits of Medicare Advantage plans, it's crucial to choose the options that aligns best with your unique circumstances and priorities. Thank you for joining me today on Maria Cares. Empower yourself with knowledge, explore your options, and take proactive steps towards a healthier and more secure future. Keep in mind that your healthcare choices reflects your commitment to your well-being. So, until next time, take care, breathe well, and continue caring for yourselves and to those around you. So, I would like to send my love, hugs, and kisses to my clients. And to those who are looking for a reliable agent, I'm looking forward to becoming a part of your Medicare journey. This is Maria Garcia saying goodbye for now. Take care of your health. That's the only one you got. Let's join hands for a better health.